Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
I gotta go, Julia. We got cows.
What?
So no, that doesn't work?
I think it's great, dude. Why don't we tell everybody what we're doing?
Or how about I go, cow, another cow. Actually, I think that was the same cow. Better?
Yeah, that was
People
better.
are more memorable to that line.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, anyways, hello, everyone, or all 5 of our listeners, because we are now losing our listenership. I have no idea how we're losing listeners. We've lost 5, Mike. We're down to only 5 now.
Oh, no.
We lost 50%. Those are terrible numbers.
Terrible numbers.
Our 5 listeners that are listening to this, which I think is really just my mom downloading it 5 times, you need to tell your friends so that we can have 10 again. Tell 2 friends. All 5 of you tell 2 friends. Superfan Eric, I'm talking to you. You need to get your wife listening. You need to get your mom listening. You can get your aunt, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews. Everybody needs to listen to this podcast because it's, why not?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Superfan Eric, go.
So, anyways, Real Film Nerds Podcast, episode number 383, Twisters with an S. Mike, how are you?
I'm doing good, dude. I'm doing good. I wasn't sure what to expect to this movie, Matt. I'll be honest. I was thinking it was kind of a redo, and, well, it was, but I liked it.
You know, the thing I don't like is that I'm sitting here on IMDb, and they are now implementing trailers, automatic playing, and there's nothing to turn it off, and there's no way to stop it, and it's eating my bandwidth when I'm trying to freaking podcast with my friend Mysterious Mike Talent. Son of a bitch. Anyways, okay, so I like this movie. I thought Twisters was decent. It was fun, and it was not a remake or a rehash or a reimagining of the original. The story is very similar, but there's a lot of things that are different that I thought was nice. There's a lot of things that are the same. But overall, Mike, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was a good summer blockbuster film. Anything past that, no. It's not going to win an awards, maybe for special effects. But outside of that, it's just a good time.
Yeah. It is a good time. It was surprisingly good, and I was happy with it. So, Matt, I think with that, I'll go ahead and do the rundown. What do you think?
Yeah, you know what, Mike? Go ahead, since we almost completely skipped that part, and you remembered the tired one of the two of us, or I think I'm the tired one. We're both tired. Ready,
We're
set,
always
go.
tired. Yeah, all right, here we go. Directed by Lee Isaac Chung, written by Mark L. Smith, Joseph Kosinski, characters created by Michael Crichton and Anne Marie Martin. This movie is starring Daisy Edgar-Jones, Glen Powell, Anthony Ramos, and Maria Teneri.
Basically, a lot of people nobody has ever heard of.
Okay. And a retired tornado chaser and a meteorologist is persuaded to return to Oklahoma to work with new team and new technologies. So, Matt, like I was saying earlier, I wasn't sure what to expect with this, and I was actually, I liked it. I thought it was a good time. Like you said, it's just a popcorn flick, but it was good. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, and they didn't try to make it the same, although it's a similar story. They didn't try to make it the same. So I like that.
The base story at the heart of this film is very similar to the original. I wouldn't say it's exact. See, now I'm learning how to talk like you. I was going to point out that, you stumble over your words while reading all the time, but at least you're consistent through all 380 episodes so far. So good job, Mike.
Thank you, Matt.
You're
I try
welcome.
hard to do it,
You try hard to do it? To stumble?
Yes.
Well, you're a master of that. So But,
Thank you.
like I said earlier, we rolled into it a little quick, but whatever. It's fun. It's nonstop action. Like there's just tornado after tornado after tornado, which it's called Twisters. I mean, that's kind of what we wanted. There's a lot going on. One thing that is stirring a lot of controversy, I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, I mean, you probably have heard about it. People are mad that they're not trying to make a statement with this film, which I think is fine because that's not the point of the film. The point of the film is to go and have fun and be entertained. That's what movies are here for. Not all of them. Some of them, documentaries and, thought-provoking films like Civil War and things are trying to say something. This is not that. This is just go, have fun, and forget about how horrible life is for a good 2 hours and 2 minutes. That's it.
Yeah. I did see that there was some controversy about it not blaming like global warming and stuff or
See, I wasn't going to call it out, but go ahead. Global warming. They're mad because they're not talking about global fucking warming in a movie about the weather.
Yeah. I don't know. Do they need to? Like, I feel like the movie is just about tornadoes. It wasn't trying to explain them. There is something that it's trying to do to them, but the movie tells you that. So I don't know.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand why everything has to be political and everything has to have a statement. It's a blockbuster. It's a movie. It's for entertainment. It's not real life. I mean, I would love to see someone roll up in a pickup truck and sit through a tornado and actually live. That shit would never happen.
Yeah, but it was entertainment, man. It was entertainment.
Fuck yeah, it was. What do you call it, Mike? You got to put on your I believe cap or whatever.
Oh, yes. Push the I believe button. It's a button.
Yeah, whatever, the button. And that's what it is. That's what this is. It's not trying to be more than that, and I applaud that. We need more fucking movies like this. Just be honest. We need more movies that are just for fun. Why do you have to, and it's doing good. I believe it's number one at the box office, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it did very well. I think it had an opening of 80 million in the U.S. and quite well overseas. So I think it's well on its way to becoming profitable. And it's got names like Michael Crichton, rest in peace, and Steven Spielberg was an executive producer. So there's some weight behind this. Universal.
Yeah, but they're not pushing their names. The only person they're really pushing is Glen Powell because nobody knows who the hell else everybody else is, which I don't. I mean, I know Anthony Ramos a little bit. I know Daisy Edgar-Jones a little bit, but Glen Powell's the big heavy hitter, and he's not bringing people to the theater for this. What's bringing the people to the theater to watch Twisters is Twisters. It's the film. It's having a good time. It's the promise that it's going to be fun like the first one. And it was. And I think they've been very successful with it. And I think word of mouth is what's bringing people in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. I know probably a lot of people around our age, Matt, really enjoyed the first one. So I think a lot of people our age are going to watch it. And then, a whole nother audience is likely going to go check it out. Because the first one was fun, and it's streaming on, I don't even remember, one of the services.
It's on Max right now.
It's on Max, yeah. We watched it on one of them. And then, it was fun to watch the first one again, too. It's still fun. It's just, it's ridiculous, but it also wasn't really trying to make a statement. It was more about just the characters and what they're going through and kind of being the life of a storm chaser and science.
Again, that's what movies are supposed to be. Well, not all movies, but summer blockbusters are supposed to be. I think trying to have movies that are supposed to be fun, trying to say something is what's killing the audience. It's a part of it. It doesn't help all the streaming services. I mean, we've had this discussion a lot. I was reading an article the other day about how they're predicting a massive spike in ticket prices to try and keep movie theaters open in the next year and a half. So pretty soon it'll possibly be $20 to $30 to go see a movie.
Yeah, I would believe that. I've noticed that the concessions have drastically increased in the last, I'd say, year.
But that's everything is drastically increased when it comes to food and services and products. Movie tickets have always been kind of, I mean, they always go up, but they don't go up in huge jumps. The food and Amazon shopping miscellaneous stuff has really gone up, especially fast food.
Yeah, man. All that stuff's really gone way expensive. So I guess that would make sense. It'll make me sad if theaters start to go away, and likely there'll be some sort of consolidation. Who was it that went bankrupt? Was it Regal?
Yeah, I think it was Regal. Yeah. But if we're talking $20, $30 to see a film, Mike, like, I don't want to upset our 5 listeners we have left, but we will have to go to the theaters probably once a month. Because I mean, $20, that's $80 just in tickets for just me.
Yeah, man. Yep. No, I get it. Same for me, dude. You know, it's another $80. So we'll have to see what happens, dude. I don't know.
We'll just pivot. We'll do more retro stuff, and we'll do more streaming stuff. As much as Lisa hates it, I don't give a fuck. She kind of ruined my week a little bit. I'll tell you, she kind of ruined my week. I'm trying to figure out Deadpool and Wolverine, and I have a bunch of friends that wanted to go with me. Fuck. See, I was going to talk about this on the radio, but fuck it, I'll talk about it on the podcast too. She
okay,
doesn't
go
listen.
for it.
So I have a bunch of friends that mostly live in Prescott Valley. And you know how far Prescott Valley is from Prescott. I mean, fuck, dude, it's a good old 10, 15-minute drive. I mean, it's atrocious.
Yeah, dude, it is awful. I mean, whew.
Horrible. And so Lisa and Barry and other people from the show want to go and watch Deadpool and Wolverine because they know how huge of a fan I am, and they want to go and see it with me. But they will only go to the 7:30 showing on Thursday night at Picture Show, which is the Prescott Theater, which is the theater I do not go to, or I prefer not to go to. I've been there many times, but I prefer Harkins. Yes, Harkins seats suck. They don't have the recliners. They don't have the electronic shit, whatever. But guess what? Picture Show seats are falling apart, even though they have the big fat recliners. But here's the thing that a true movie fan wants is a good experience. Picture Show's sound system is from the 80s. They have never fucking upgraded it.
Okay. So they upgraded the chairs, but not the sound systems?
When they bought the theater, when Picture Show bought the theater and started the chain here, they didn't upgrade anything other than the interior. They didn't upgrade. Oh, they upgraded the projectors. But it's the same sound system as when the place was built. And I know because we did a story on it when they opened up at the paper. So I still consistently go to Harkins because Harkins, yes, they don't have the greatest sound system like in Phoenix where they have Dolby Atmos and all that shit, but they have Dolby Theater something. They have much better surround sound system.
I'm sure they have Dolby Digital and DTS.
Something.
Those are the two big ones.
Right. Something in the past 20 years. Okay. They don't have Atmos. That's fine. THX is long gone, all that other shit. But they have a good sound system. And yeah, the seats suck, but I am, especially a movie like Twisters, I want to hear the tornadoes coming up from behind me. I don't want to hear it all around me all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyways, Lisa and Barry and everyone will not go to Harkins. And my friends that I go to Harkins with will not go to Picture Show. So I'm going to Picture Show with Lisa and everyone at the radio, and all my friends that will not go to Picture Show aren't going. They're going to go on their own. So,
wow.
It's
Fraction.
a 10 or 15-minute fucking drive, and they won't drive the 10 or 15 minutes. Either of them. The people from Prescott, I'm not going to go to Prescott Valley. And the people from Prescott Valley, I'm not going to go to Prescott. It's 10 minutes!
Dude, to me, it's all the same town, but yeah, I got it. Apparently, it's different.
Dude, it's not like living in fucking Phoenix, man, or living in a big metro. Like LA or anything. It's not 45 minutes from your house to the movie theater. It's 10.
Yeah. Well, Matt, even in...
Rant over. I'm sorry.
Even in my area, Matt, talking about Atmos and stuff, there's only a couple theaters that actually rock Atmos, and it's like, of their, 10, 15 theaters, maybe 20 theaters, it's like 2. So it's like a premiere thing. Like it's like only the biggest house has the best sound kind of thing.
Yeah, the IMAXs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mike, I think you went to this theater. I don't remember. I remember going there in college, and I don't know if you met me or not, but they built it when I was in college at ASU, and it's at the intersection of I-17 and the 101. It's an AMC. And it's one of the newer theaters, and there was a film that I wanted to see in college, and that was the only place it was playing, so I had to drive 45 minutes from Tempe to that part of town, and that was back when traffic was nowhere near as fucking bad as it is now. Well,
Yeah.
coincidentally, my older sister lives on the north side of town now, and that's one of the closest theaters. And it just so happens to be one of the nicest theaters still to this day because they constantly upgrade it. That's where I saw Top Gun Maverick, and it was $25 a ticket, but it was that super crazy ass fancy theater, you know, where there's speakers above like every single seat. What the hell do they call that?
Oh,
It's not IMAX, it's the other one.
4DX?
Yes. Well, it wasn't 40X, because 40X is where the seat moves and shit.
No, okay. Then I don't know that one. I don't know, man. Okay.
I don't remember what it's called, but it was a hell of an experience because everyone has like the surround sound and the screen. It's like they show off the projector and all the intros, and they're like, they turn the screen completely black, and they're like, yes, the screen is still on. That's how black it gets. It was pretty neat. But anyways, it was $25, and so that's one of the benefits is that when I go and see a movie with my sister or whatever, I get these really high quality kick-ass theaters that we won't get up here anytime soon, if ever, especially now that theaters are going away. So I will stop. Mike, I'm thirsty.
Ah, yes, me too, Matt. So what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
So I needed to wet my whistle after all that ranting, but I'm sorry, Mike. It's a fucking problem, dude, and I don't understand what's wrong with Prescott people. Maybe I should move back to Phoenix. I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, but anyways, I am drinking a beverage that was left here at my home. It is called the Finnish Long Drink. It's the Legend of 1952. Traditional citrus sparkling refreshment soda. It's like I don't know. It's been around for fucking ever. It's very citrusy. Have you ever had one of these?
No, that is a big name, though.
They just call it long drink, but it's the Finnish long drink.
Okay, no, I don't think I've had that. I, Matt, am not drinking an IPA. I am drinking a margarita.
What? Oh, did you go to Mexican for dinner?
No, but Mags brought me home some. She went out for a happy hour, so she brought me home. I don't in my neck of the woods, Matt. During the pandemic, they made it so you could get to go booze. And they made it permanent.
Yeah, I think it's still permanent through most of the country.
Yeah, so now you can just be like, "Hey, I'll take that to go," and they're like, "All right, here you go."
Well, that's good, Mike. Well, you know what I do for home margaritas, which is pretty good. So they have the Jose Cuervo pre-made margaritas in a bottle. Have you had those? So the key is don't get the regular one. It's too sweet. They put too much sweet and sour in it. Get the one that's Jose Cuervo light margarita. Then get yourself a little orange juice or more triple sec. Float it on that bad boy. It's pretty good. Pretty good margarita in a bottle.
Nice, dude. All right. I'll have to try that out.
So, all right, Mike, the single most important part of the podcast, for you at least, what is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand, though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh, though. Dad jokes.
Well, Matt, I wanted to see more cows in the tornadoes, so my joke revolves around that a little bit. Sweden doesn't export its cattle because it wants to keep it in its stock home.
That was delivered really bad. But I understand what you're trying to do. I understand, Mike. We'll work on that reading thing. We'll get it. We'll get it down. Maybe by the time you're 50.
Maybe.
But, hey, dude, you said Sweden. I got a Finnish drink. Perfect. It's on point.
Excellent, man. Excellent.
I figure you're going to talk about the tornadoes.
No.
But we can't spoil the part of the cow, so we will get to that here in a minute. right after you tell me how Twisters relates to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
All right, Matt. Well, like you said, there's not a lot of big names in this, but Sasha Lane, who played Lily in this movie, also is in Loki as Hunter C-20.
Oh, in the MCU TV show. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Loki?
Yes. I don't know if I've watched all. Yeah, I did. I liked it. I still don't know where it's going. It's kind of all over the place, and I kind of like it.
Well, did you watch the end of it?
Yeah.
You didn't know where it was going.
I still don't know where it's going.
Dude, Loki's basically, spoilers for fucking Loki, is basically like the king that keeps the entire universe kind of wrapped up, kind of like Kane the Conqueror. And so he effectively, from what they've said, Tom Hiddleston doesn't want to come back, and they effectively have made him like the one that holds everything together, and that's how he got himself out of being in the MCU. Rumors, but we'll see. King Loki or whatever they call him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we watched it all, but I mean, I don't know, dude. It's still the fabrics of time. It's super interesting and hard to think about sometimes.
You know, it's weird. I don't know if you had the same thoughts that I did, but Sasha Lane, she really, really kind of reminds me of that chick, just the look of her from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah.
She really just, the whole time I was watching it, she really reminded me of that. You know, she's not a sorcerer, but like the wizardy kind of chick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She does, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name, but I wonder if they're related. That'd be kind of weird, but
yeah.
Anyways, all right, Mike. So we are now in the spoiler section of Twisters. You know, we both have given our opinions about this film quite a bit. I don't know if we really need to spoil much of anything. I never saw the cow, man, and you said you did.
No. I didn't say I saw it. I read an article that said there is one in there because the special effects team could not have one.
And I was told from the shit that I've read and watched that they specifically did not put a cow in because there was no way they could do it better than the original.
Well, apparently the special effects team snuck it in.
It was too cliche. And my mom was pissed. Ma Hinshaw of Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies, coming up right after this show, was pissed because the only thing she ever saw animal-wise was just chicken.
Yeah. No, I was looking for it, man. But I did like some of the tie-ins with technology and things in this movie, Matt. Now that we're in the spoiler section, I thought the YouTube star stuff was like right on. Like,
oh, perfect. That was perfect.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's how it would be.
No, that was perfect. Except for I don't know if you've watched some of the YouTube reviews on it. I've watched some after I watched the film, and all the YouTube like reviewers and stuff. They're like, if he truly was a YouTuber, he would not have had the radio on. He would have had it quiet, and because there's just so much audio and shit going on to begin with. He's like, nope, that would never have happened.
Nice. And then the ridiculousness of like fireworks and the tornado and stuff. I'm like, well, you know, that does seem like a YouTube type thing.
That's totally a fucking YouTube thing. Yeah.
I was like, if they were gonna do it, yeah, they're gonna go do it like that.
Totally. And then the flying the drone while she's riding in the back of his truck and stuff. Yeah, that's all YouTube shit for sure.
Yeah, and I'm sure the drone would handle those winds no problem, Matt. Right?
Oh,
you know?
Of course. Yeah. No problem whatsoever.
Yeah. Commercial drones are really good with high winds. Like, I mean, amazing.
Except for that was not a commercial drone. It was a made drone. I mean, it wasn't even a drone. It was, you know, I fly airplanes that way. It's just FPV. It's a remote controlled airplane flying FPV. The drone she's flying the drone. It's not flying itself. So it's not a fucking drone. It's an airplane. But I'm not going to get into that fucking discussion tonight.
All right. But, dude, it looked like it couldn't handle winds over like a mile an hour.
Yeah, no, they can't. It starts throwing it all around. And The ones that actually are like commercial have a lot of weight to them, and that's how they can handle some wind. But if you see the military's drones are basically small, full-scale airplanes. And that's why they can handle winds and high altitudes and all that stuff, because they weigh thousands of pounds.
Yeah. Yep, for sure, dude.
So, anyways, but overall, Mike, I enjoyed Twisters. I thought it was very good. The acting was good, even though it's a bunch of no names. The special effects are on point. The tech was good. One thing I really liked that I thought was kind of fun is how in the original Twisters, the corporate people are the ones that nobody likes. They're kind of the competition bad guys. This one starts out as the corporate competition bad guys, and you go to more the ragtag group is where our main characters kind of go.
Yeah.
I like the corporate guys having their vehicles all named after Wizard of Oz characters. I thought that was really fun. You know, there's a lot of cool little shout outs in this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like, yeah, you're right about the well-funded, and it, like, I thought it was interesting that it was like for a real estate developer. I'm like, oh yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Like, I was like, oh yeah.
Not really a real estate developer, but yeah, he's one of those, we buy your houses for cash. So comes in after the devastation and buys the shit cheap because he corners the market and tells people they don't have a choice. But it was kind of fun how, like, in this movie, they had photography, they had RC airplanes, and they had real estate. So, I mean, I should have just given Twisters a 5.
You should have.
My life other than tornadoes.
Yeah, well, basically, Matt. So I guess with that, should we get to our ratings, dude? Should we drop our ratings?
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to go first, Mike, or do you want to go first?
I can go first.
Okay, Mike. How many reels do you give Twisters?
I give it 3.5 reels. I went in not expecting very much and was pleasantly surprised. It was a good time. It was a fun movie. You know, some fantastical stuff, but still fun. You know.
Dang, dude, 3.5. Well, you got me beat. I gave it a 3, which I think is perfectly fine. I really enjoyed this film. I think it's great. It's not going to win any awards. It's not going to, do anything fancy. But if you want to go somewhere where there's air conditioning and you want to not think about how horrible our shitty-ass world currently is, especially in an election year, go and watch and enjoy, man. Turn your brain off and just watch some fucking tornadoes suck people into the air and destroy Oklahoma.
That's right. That's right. I don't know, man. It was a good time. It was a good time. I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm glad it was better than what I kind of thought. I thought it was just going to be hot garbage, and instead it was good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I recommend seeing it in the theaters all day long. Go see it in the theaters. You're not going to be disappointed. You're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. I think the Glen Powell or whatever is kind of like, he's kind of on a streak, man. He's got all kinds of movies that have been coming out. I know he filmed all this stuff a long time ago, but like, it's all just hitting at once.
Well, and he's been a no-name, like somewhat of a known name kind of actor, but all this shit came out when no one knew who he was. He's just been working his ass off, man, and it's going to pay off. You're going to really start seeing him in some shit in the next 2 years. I guarantee it. He's going to get some even more leading roles.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, all right, Mike, next week, finally it's here. I talked about it a little bit earlier with my rant. Deadpool and Wolverine, a.k.a. Deadpool 3. This movie is going to be the movie of the fucking year. I guarantee it, at least financially.
Yeah, Matt, I just heard something today about this movie. Ryan Reynolds gave up his salary to allow the scriptwriters to be on set during the filming.
Yes, he paid a lot of their salaries.
Yeah, so that's awesome. I mean, it's not like he's hurting for money. He's good. But, his passion for this character.
Oh, yeah. His passion, Hugh Jackman's passion, and friendship with Ryan Reynolds. I mean, dude, you remember the past 10 years, they've been pranking the shit out of each other on Twitter, on TV, on YouTube, as their characters, not as their characters. I mean, this is the culmination of years of just fucking around and being good friends. in a movie. And I don't want to say it's going to be a 5 yet because I haven't seen it, but I'll be damn surprised if I don't rate it at least a 5.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping this should be the biggest movie of the summer, I would think. Although we've had a few kind of big ones just recently, so we'll have to see, dude.
No, dude, financially, this is going to be the biggest movie of the year. It's going to make the most money out of anybody else. I guarantee you. This movie is going to save the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, what they do with that saving, that's a whole nother thing. But if they do what they did with Star Wars, The Acolyte, literally the worst Star Wars project I have anything. Comic book, TV show, cartoon, ad. It's the worst Star Wars thing ever fucking made. The Acolyte is that fucking bad. Never watch that shit.
Even worse than the Christmas special?
I would fucking put the Christmas special on fucking repeat over that shit.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, with that said, Matt, I think we'll wrap it up, man.
I think I've ranted
good?
enough. I've gotten a lot in today. I got the Star Wars. I got a little bit of drones. I got Prescott versus PV. Mike, I mean, it would be nice if you would engage in these conversations. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, dude, I don't think I can. I can't compare with what's been going on. You just have a lot of stuff going on. I do. A lot of very tumultuous times.
Yeah, that's how my life fucking always is. That's why I'm alone and, depressed. And, yeah, I'll just stop.
Okay. Well, with that happy note, everybody, thanks for listening. Make sure to follow us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, or Meta, all those things. I know I said the same thing kind of 3 times. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Catch you on the next pod.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now go out and catch a movie.
Welcome, everyone, to Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode 73. Tornadoes. Hi, Matt. I had a hard time Googling tornadoes, plural, because it never hears my S. How are you?
Well, it's great because that's not the name of the film, but
It isn't?
Twisters.
Oh, shoot, that's right. Well, back to...
Oh, no, we're going. It's tornadoes. So we're going to talk about tornadoes.
Twisters. Oh, that's right. Oh, crumb. Where are my notes? Okay.
It doesn't matter because wherever they're at, you can't read them anyways.
Yes, I can. I write really big, really, really big. Anyway.
Okay, Mother. So this week you went to the theaters and you watched Titty Twisters.
No.
What are your thoughts on the titties that needed twisting?
There weren't any. Now, I am sad because I think Glen Powell should have at least had one tight T-shirt picture or something, but he didn't really. He's built pretty well. But anyway, yeah, there were a lot of twisters. I will not call them tornadoes. Okay, I'll get over that.
Well, they're called tornadoes, but the film is called Twisters. So you can call them whatever you want. But I don't know what that has to do with twisting some titty.
I boo-booed. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Anyway, really, it was really good. But I guess there are places in Oklahoma, etc., where they have maybe 2 or 3 at a time. I know they had a lot in Chicago last week, but it's very unusual. But this movie had a lot of twisters in it, and they were all
It
good.
is a movie.
Yes.
It's fictionalized. I don't know how many times there's like a tornado after a tornado after a tornado in like 48 hours, but I guess it happens.
either.
I don't know.
No, it happened in Chicago, and I said those poor people. They had like 3 or 4 all one after another in a suburb of Chicago, which did not look good because I watch the Weather Channel sometimes.
Was it Tornadoville?
Well, I watched it because I heard they said there is a tornado in the middle of the airport runway thing, and there was. And they even showed a picture of it, but it didn't hit the building, thank goodness. I don't know if it did any plane damage, and I didn't wait to see. But anyway, yes.
Hold on. Is that the technical term?
Which what? What one?
Runway concrete thingamajiggy?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yep. You know, where the airplane, well, is it tarmac or some other name? I don't care. I don't know. It's where the airplanes land. Could be dirt for all I know. Anyway, yes, this was a good movie. It was entertaining. What's her name now? The star girl.
Daisy Edgar-Jones.
Edgar? What's her name?
You're not hearing me. Pull the cotton out of your ears. Stop talking over me. It's Daisy Edgar-Jones.
Oh, okay. Daisy, then. All right. She was very good, considering she's British. Do we have American actresses anymore? Anyway, yeah, she was very good. It was a different storyline totally than the original. And Twisters.
No, it's not. It's very much the original storyline.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was different.
How is it different, Mom? They're trying to put a device in front of a tornado to see what makes it do what it does. That's exactly what they did in the first one.
Well, I thought in the first one they shot those balls with the stuff in it up in the middle of
Correct.
the tornado.
They had a big tub that they were trying to put in the path of the tornado.
Mm-hmm, right.
And they used it in the first part of this film. It's the exact same thing, except for instead of having a big tub, they're running around with, radar. And they have to put a big thing in front of the path of the tornado that's a radar instead of a big tub of balls. And we all know how you like big tubs full of balls.
I do. I love them. They're just fun. Anyway. Okay. Well, all right then. But they didn't have a rodeo in the first one. And that was good.
Go get a drink of water.
Sorry, I had too many cookies. It's terrible. Anyway.
Well, then why are you eating cookies before you podcast? You're supposed to drink.
Oh, I didn't drink anything, really. I should have. Oh.
Well,
anyway.
That's your problem. You don't drink anything, and it's hot because this is summer, and you're dehydrated. So that's your problem. You got a sore throat, you're dehydrated. Maybe it's the COVID.
No, I don't have a sore throat. I swallowed a cookie wrong. Anyway.
Why are you eating cookies when you're supposed to be podcasting?
Well, I did before I podcasted. I'm all right.
And you're coughing them up? Are you tasting them 2 and 3 times?
No. I just kind of choked on one. But
you were talking about your love of balls being in tubs.
Mm-hmm, right. But hey, Glenn used fireworks in the center of one of the twisters.
Yeah, because he's a YouTube star. You're just spoiling the whole fucking movie.
No, I'm not spoiling it.
He drives into the path of a tornado, clamps his vehicle down, and then shoots fireworks up the middle of it.
Yeah, which I thought was really cool. You got to go see this movie, guys. Yeah.
It's because you want to see if you knew how to work your phone or the 9,000 different tablets I give you better, you could watch this shit all day on YouTube. Do you realize there's literally like 50 years of just cat videos on YouTube? Like if you started watching now, you got 50 years to go before you get through all of them.
No, I didn't know that. Oh, gosh.
Do you see the things you are missing out on life? Imagine the things you could see on YouTube.
Oh, I thought I saw quite a bit, but it's usually how to plant tomatoes.
Riveting.
It is riveting. Okay. Or How to Cook Cabbage. There's another winner. I had that today. Oh, yeah. hmm Well, anyways, this movie it was fun. It kept my interest. I had no snores. Um, and Anthony was very good. And it's kind of like there's like two guys kind of vying for one lady.
It's a love triangle.
Yep.
I talked about it on the radio.
Well, okay. Yeah. But I mean, that was interesting. Kind of a rom-com-ish thing. But the tornadoes were really good, except I have some issues because there were not enough flying animals. There was one flying animal. Come on. If you're in the middle of Oklahoma, you've got goats and sheep and cows and horses. Come on. We needed more animals. That's
And
one thing
how many times have you been to Oklahoma?
never. But I've been
Okay,
to
then how the hell do you know?
I've been to North Dallas, and that's very close.
Yeah, but it's not Oklahoma.
No, it's not. I know that. But, oh, come on. You know that they have.
Yeah, I got you in a lie.
I didn't either.
Shame. Shame.
Anyway, we were everybody, the entire audience of how many? I don't know how many. There was quite a few. Anyway,
Did you
we all
say
wanted.
audience?
I almost did. Well, it's a cookie caught in my braces or something.
Are
Anyway,
you sure it's not caught in your brain?
it might be. We all wanted to see a flying cow, and they did not have a flying cow. And the chicken, one animal. How does one chicken? Most people have more than one chicken. You would have a plethora of chickens flying at your windshield. Pardon me. That's one of my kind of gripes,
Well, they had more than one chicken, Mom. The problem is that it was after the tornado took them all out.
Well, yeah, okay.
So that's where the one came from. It fell out of the sky because chickens don't fly.
Not very high. They will fly a little, but not real high. No. But with the tornado, it'll lift them clear up. That's true. But it also
Right, that's how it ended up on the car.
Where's the cow?
You're nut.
Anyway, it was a good movie. Folks enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it pretty much. But at the end, we all said, well, it was good, but not as good as the first one. And that's how I feel. So there.
Name one actor that was in the first one.
Helen Hunt.
Very good. So you are paying attention.
Mm-hmm. And I can't think of his first name, Paxton, whatever. Him. Anyway.
Bill Paxton.
Bill. There you go. Okay. Him. Yep. But I mean, the tornadoes were really pretty cool, except the strange thing at the end, which I will not talk about because, I have umbrage with that.
Why not? You already ruined the rest of the film.
Yeah, I've ruined everything. Well, the trolley thing where it blew over and then the water thing that collapsed. I would think if a twister had hit the water tanks, which they have all over the place out back there, and Dallas has bunches of them, would have kind of, spun and blown apart or something, but it just kind of collapsed and then leaked everywhere. There you go. But you can go to the movie and then you can see it collapse, right?
Sure.
Wrong. Okay. Anyway. But
I think they
it
went
was
to the movie to watch the tornadoes.
Well, no, they did. Wait, I'm supposed to say they're twisters. Oh, gosh. I really messed up the title. I'm sorry, folks. Please forgive an old lady. Or not. Okay?
You do whatever you need, Mom.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did, And I thought Glenn was very good. And actually, Anthony was very good. He had a pretty big part there, and he was good at it, you know. So anyway, I liked the guys, and she was good. I mean, she had issues. I understand that. And that's about it. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I've given away enough stuff. But you see if you can see any more animals flying, because I sure didn't. Of course, you know, I could have missed them. Who knows? Okay.
Okay, well, it's your podcast. I'm just here hanging out.
Well, that's my judgment, and I will say
Judgment.
how many. Well,
Judgment.
Well, my view. Okay, there. Very good. I mean, how they made the twisters was very cool, very neat, very good. Very good. You know?
Judgment? What is wrong with you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sick. I'm nuts. I don't know.
I think you are. I think you got the COVID.
No, I'm old. That's it. There I am.
Well, we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nothing new.
Oh, I know.
So, okay. All right, Ma, since you're clearly, you know, stretching here to talk about this film, and you're not doing a super great job at stretching, how many choked on cookies do you give Twisters?
Give it 3.5. No, I'm not going to go much more than that. No. 3.5. Yes, that's my call. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what movie are we talking about for next week's Ma Hinshaw Loves Cookies, episode number 74?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
A weird movie. I've never heard of Oh, Lord, Oh, Lord. The Religious?
No. Oh, shoot. Wolverine and whatever his name is. I'm really tired tonight. Anyway, that one.
The biggest movie of 2024, and you don't even know the name of it. And I guarantee you there's going to be cock and balls and, you know, missing appendages and all kinds of things in this film. And you don't even remember it.
Well, I'll have to take my double glasses. Yes, indeedy. Yeah. Why can't I think of that? All of a sudden, my brain is gone tonight. Well, it's past my bedtime. No, it's not. But anyway, I can use that.
It's nowhere near your freaking bedtime.
I know it's not. Oh. Anyway, Deadpool. See there, it takes a while, but the brain finally kicked in. Deadpool and Wolverine. Yay.
Literally my favorite comic book character, and you can't even remember his name. He has attracted a lot of my salary, not as much as Star Wars, but he's attracted a lot of my salary in Deadpool products over the years.
Oh, my heavens. Didn't realize that one. But yes, it will be fun. And I guess the two of them are good friends from what I heard of one interview.
Oh, in real life, yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant. Not in the movie. Well,
Deadpool
maybe
and Wolverine are not friends in real life. But Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are good friends in real life, yeah. And they play pranks on each other. They have for years.
Oh, really? I didn't know that one. Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. They have some classic pranks. Like, what was it? Hugh Jackman told Ryan Reynolds that he was having like a ugly sweater Christmas party or like a dress-up party or something. And it was actually a black tie. And he shows up with this ugly sweater and everybody's in tuxedos.
Oh, no. Yeah, they prank each other all right.
Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg on the stuff they've done.
Oh, really? Oh, that's fascinating. That's fun. Wow. Anyway, I love both of them, and I'm glad to see Hugh Jackman is back as Wolverine. He's not that old yet. Well, I don't know how old he is, but I mean, come on. He's in good shape.
In his 50s.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds, I think, is too.
Is he too? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, anyway, they're both in good shape, so this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yay. But I know everybody's going to go to see that movie. Everybody. Yep. Mm-hmm. At least I
The
think
movie
so.
of the year, but you can't remember what it is.
Well, I'm sorry. I forgot Deadpool for a minute. I've been stressed tonight. Come on. It's all right. I mean, okay?
Hugh Jackman is 55 years old. He was born, just to make you feel really old, he was born October 12th, 1968.
Oh, yeah.
So theoretically, Hugh
old.
Jackman is young enough to be your child.
He could be, because I have one child that's 50.
Well,
Yep.
and you were married in 69, so you and Dad could have hooked up and,
But we didn't. But yeah, we could have, but no. Anyway, yes.
Well, yeah,
That's
you were too
true.
busy hooking up with the Cubs players
Oh, shush.
and the pilot
Right.
and whatever else.
Don't put it out. Ryan Reynolds, is he that same age? He's younger, isn't he?
Ryan
Well,
Reynolds almost has a good birthday. Ryan Reynolds was born October 23rd, 1976. So he is 47.
Yes, he's youngster. He's younger. Okay.
Did you hear what day?
Almost on your birthday.
Yes, almost a good birthday.
Yeah. Not quite, but hey, you could send him a birthday card. Happy birthday, Ryan.
I'm sure he gets plenty.
Oh, I bet he does. Hey, I used to write to movie stars, and I actually got, I wonder if I still have them, autographed pictures from them too. They used to do that. That was cool.
I
Probably
seriously doubt
something-
it was the actual actor or actress, but sure, why not?
Oh, it probably was a stamper or something.
Yeah, it was their assistant. That's what he usually is.
I used to do that when I was a kid, Oh, yeah. But boy, that was, back in Flintstone days. Well, anyway, I would watch Twisters, but I don't know. You could, if you have a really big screen, but it's still fun to be in the movie on that one because then you're in the lap of the Twister, and that's fun. Well, I mean, it's not fun if it was real, but anyhow, in the movie it is. Right? Everybody was sitting behind me, and I sit in the very front row cripple section, and the people were in back of me because they wanted to be close to see the Twister. Anyway, that's all.
Okay, so you're good rambling? See, I told you weren't going to make 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, poo, yes, right. Okay. Anyway, yes, I'm through rambling.
All righty. Well, thank you, everyone, once again for tuning in for another tornado-ish Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies podcast. We will return next week with Somebody and Wolverine. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you then.
Bye.